Hello everybody, this is John0221 and welcome back to another snapshot video. Today, 20w17a was released for Minecraft Java Edition, and the reason we're starting in the ocean rather than the Nether is because these new ruined portals, of course they do spawn in the Nether too, but I found one in the Overworld. These are going to be spawning way less frequently on your worlds than they did. I think in the last snapshot, which is 20w16a, they spawned very often, so there was like literally one every 1,000 blocks. But now they should spawn way less frequently in your worlds, which I think is a good thing, because I personally think that these, even though they're kind of cool, they do look a bit ugly compared to the overworld landscape. So for example, when these spawn in the plains biome, and you can see like two of them, they kind of just litter the landscape, I guess. And also it kind of makes them a bit more rare and a bit more special than what they were before. So whilst we're still here in the overworld, and I guess the ocean's a very good way to show you this, they have added a new thing in the video settings, which is called entity distance. Now this, as you may expect, essentially means the distance you can see entities at. So I've got it on 500% and I can see the sea life way off in the distance there. However, if I was to go and turn this all the way down to the lowest setting, which is 50%, I won't be able to see the things in the distance anymore, and I'll only be able to see the stuff that's close to me. So I think it's really good they've added this, because this will mean much less lag and better game performance if your computer isn't like, the highest spec in the world. But basically it means you can just like turn off entities in the distance, which you might not, even need to see and probably don't want to see anyway. So I think this is a really good addition. But let me know your opinions on this new entity distance thing in the comments below. Some other changes in this snapshot include the improved user interface for the smithing table. So as you can see, there's now this nice big black hammer, which kind of imitates, what you actually require, which is the netherite ingots. And they've also got this outline of an ingot, so you know which spot to put the ingot in. So as you know, these were added. This functionality, was added back in 20w10a, and it's just been improved a little bit. And I suppose it's directed at new players who don't understand, how this works. And also, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with snapshots, I guess, if you're coming new to the Nether update, this is a very nice feature, as it will tell you exactly what you need to do. Another change is the naming of what was the Soulfire Torch and the Soulfire Lantern. They are now called just the Soul Torch and the Soul Lantern. There has been yet another change to walls. They will now create these posts, as you can see at the end of each row, under more things. So they will now create these posts under pressure plates. So as you can see, it's just made a post there. This didn't happen before. They also will now create posts under banners, which looks quite nice as well. So before they would not create a post, but now they do. So there's been a new addition to the Create New World screen. You should now see game rules as well. So before, this wasn't here, but this essentially allows you to kind of just change stuff in your game. Like, you can disable raids if you want to, or you could even, disable fall damage. So yeah, this has just been added as like, to improve the access to these game rules rather than to go into like, more world options and stuff. So this is a good step forward. So just quickly, whilst we're still on menu features, if you click single player and you don't have any worlds, it will instantly open up the create new world screen rather than you having to click create new world. This is really good, I guess, if you were new to Minecraft and you weren't sure and you just clicked single player and then it said no worlds and you were like, well, what do I do now? Well, now this is fixed, in a way, I guess. Well, it's not fixed, but it's just, improved usability of the game. And now it should send you straight to a create new world screen, which is pretty good. So now we move on to the very small changes in the Nether, which is ironic since it's the Nether update. But there has been some tweaks to Bastion Remnant loot. Ancient debris and netherite scrap have been made generally rarer, which is, I guess, a good thing, because it's meant to be rare. Netherite gear can no longer be found in the Bastion Remnants. Only diamond gear can be, so you can no longer find like what I did in the last snapshot video. I found like an enchanted netherite sword, so you can no longer get some netherite gear. And the chances of stack sizes and various items has been tweaked. They've also fixed a bug which apparently was a thing, but I wasn't aware of. Essentially, when you put a saddle on a strider, it would be on backwards, but now this should be fixed. You can't really tell the difference if that was on backwards or not, but I thought that was just a cute little bug to share. Now, there has been a few other bug fixes in this snapshot, and I'll just pick out a few because there's quite a lot of them. So there was a bug that meant breaking a furnace would not give you the experience for the smelter things inside. That should now be fixed in this snapshot. And also, apparently sneaking or crouching twice would cause a player to sprint, which is not good. So imagine if you were on the edge of like this, for example, and you were crouching to see some ancient debris. I don't know if it spawns that high up though at the lava level. But anyway, so essentially if you press shift twice, you'd start sprinting, and that would only end in your fiery death in the nether. So I'm glad that they fixed that. So now we're going to move on to some technical changes in this snapshot. A new command has been added. This is the attribute command, which you can use, surprise, surprise, to find attributes. So if I was just to do this, and I was just to select armor, and then get, you can see it'll say that my armor strength is 20, which of course is right, because if you were to look at all the individual ones, you've got 3, 8, which is 11, 17, and then 20. So it gives you the total armor protection value, which is pretty cool, I guess. There has also been some technical changes to chat in Minecraft. Now, a full range of Unicode characters is supported, which means that you can finally type emojis in Minecraft chat, which is pretty cool. And also, chat component style can now select fonts. So you can check the description down below, or go to minecraft.net and look at the page on this snapshot for more details about chat fonts. I'm not too sure because I don't really, use the chat that often and, have to like format stuff. Of course, you can do like colors and stuff, but like there's like several commands that you can use, and there's a new one which will now allow you to choose a font. There's also been some technical changes to the block storage format in chunks to slightly speed up world generation and pathfinding and rendering and all that stuff. So as you can see, stuff loading in the distance like that village, apparently now it should be faster due to a new way of doing things in terms of block storage format. So just before you go, because this is the end of all the features, it has been a bit bland this week, I know, because there wasn't any additions. But anyway, so Minecraft have got a survey up on their website, and if you go to the Minecraft Snapshot 20w17a article, I'll probably link, the survey in the description as well. But anyway, this is essentially a feedback form for people who play Minecraft to fill in and, give their opinions about the 1.16 Nether update so far, and what you might want or what you don't want, like stuff you want changing. So this is a good chance for you to get your voice heard, I guess, and have a kind of input and say on what happens in 1.16. But anyway, this has been a snapshot video on 20w17a. I have lots of other snapshot videos, so if you want to stick around for some more, consider subscribing to my channel and hitting like on this video to help me out. Anyway, this has been Jono201, and I shall see you later.